Warhammer with Sheeb here, bringing you another battle report. This time I'm using Dark Elves, and my clubmate Corey's got his Ogres. And we are doing yet again a doubles matchup against the Empire. That's right, 2 Empire and 2 Steam Tanks. I've faced this list before in a charity tournament up in Edmonton, and I'm dreading it. I don't know if our Ogres are going to pack enough punch to take care of the Steam Tanks, or will my Cold One Knight bus break through his 2 units of 10 Inner Circle Knights? Let's find out. So let's go take a look at the battle. We do not have Dawn Attack, but we do have the other dreaded scenario, Watchtower. So let's look at my side of the board. I got 10 Dark Riders, 7 Doomfire Warlocks, and then you can see sort of my Cold One unit. On his side, we have 4 Demis, 2 Cannons. Then we have Inner Circle Knights, and here's a Warrior Priest and a BSB. Warrior Priest and BSB, so I guess 8 Inner Circle Knights. Sword and Board guys with a level 1 Wizard and his BSB. Excuse me, the BSB is in the foot unit. We have an Archer Detachment over here, and you can see the start of a Steam Tank. And that is what indeed is on the other flank. Steam Tank, Steam Tank. My Cold Ones. Here we have a Saber Tusk. My Horde, or my partner's Horde of Iron Guts and an Iron Blaster, and we have another kitty over here, I think, on the far left flank. Now, it is Watchtower scenario. We did roll up that I won the scenario, so I'm going to put my Dark Shards, the only unit that we can deploy inside the house, as the Watchtower. And they managed to get first turn. And let's take a look at my Vanguards. I shimmy because, not knowing that those demigriffs were going to be placed there, I don't really want to face them, and I'm really not sure what to do. So I'm going to start retreating back over to where our strength is, and that's in the Iron Guts and these Gold One units. So we're going to move over, but not too far. I'm fast cav. I can flee if they declare a charge on me. Sounds good. So let's go to their turn. He does do a charge. I flee. Steam Tanks go over the wall. No wounds taken, and they generate some steam points. There we have a look at the advance. The Sword and Board guys do make it into the Watchtower to assault it. I stand and shoot. I lose a few guys in the combat backlash. Managed to kill, I think, 3 or 4. Also, the Archer Detachment shimmies over, and we have the Saber Tusk moving on up to the flank there. And we lose a couple Iron Guts to a few cannon volley shots, trying to take out the Iron Blaster. So there we have it. Our turn. Not much happened. We shimmied over, and I think in here we had a few magic missiles that went off inside here, or they assaulted the building again. Not quite sure what happened, but we have the Dark Shards being made short work of. I think a vortex went over it. Something happened. Iron Blaster's lining up to get a good flank shot down the Knight unit. So that's hopefully going to do some pretty good hurt on them. My Doomfire Warlocks managed to shimmy over like that, and the Dark Riders shimmy way over like that, and the Cold One unit marches up like so. As you can see, we're using the angles tool. I got my kitty up here, or Corey's got the Saber Tusk to redirect this Knight unit. And then we have the Iron Guts making full contact, making a humongous charge into the Steam Tank, and going to put a world of hurt on the Steam Tank. Our thought and goal, and what both sides kind of agreed to, is we want to see if the Iron Guts can be ground out by 2 Steam Tanks. Let's find out. On his turn, he moves up the Demigriffs over here to get a better shot. Moves up his Inner Circle Knights like so. And then here's where all hell breaks loose. On our turn, we do a magic shot of a Iron Blaster down the flank of the Knights. So a Strength 10 cannonball shot goes right through armor, and we take out 5-6 Knights. I think this unit was also Soul Blighted, so fan-freaking-tastic, or at least we attempted in our magic phase. And we have the grind going on. We have his Fire Belly and his BSB putting the hurt on some Steam Tanks. And my Warlocks flee from a Demigriff charge because I don't want that. But his 1 Inner Circle Knight unit is looking far more manageable now. So on his turn, he does what's to be expected. Assaults the building again to kill the last remaining Dark Shards. Inner Circle Knights pop into the Saber Tusk. These Knights move up kind of aggressively like that, just to be kind of in your face. I think at that point they're kind of throwaway. The other Steam Tank charges in, adding a bunch of combat res and doing some sweet impact hits, killing a few more ogres. These Iron Guts are really holding their own though, so can't be disappointed with their performance. Demigryphs decided to march up like so. I think we tested to redirect, and they tested the redirect into this unit of Dark Riders, and so this is why the Demigryphs were able to do a good march up, which is a smooth move on our opponent's flank part to try and flank us. So fantastic. If these Demis could get into the Cold One Knights, it's going to be game over for them, and that's their goal. So we have a look at the board. The Iron Blaster's getting some sweet cannon shots down the flank, all the while staying out of view from his cannons on the other side of the table. So we're loving that. And there's just the end of his turn. They kill a few more Dark Riders. I think they put a cannonball shot through them, trying to do some more infantry shooting with their cannonballs. So fantastic. They do take the Watchtower, and they do occupy it, that force. On our turn, we shimmy up the Dark Riders and go 2 wide and 3 deep, just to kind of put them up here to do some shenanigans. In Cold One's charging phase, we charge this knight unit, they flee, test to redirect this knight unit, they flee, and we stumble forward, I think 4 inches or maybe 4 or 5 inches, not very far. I move and rally my Doomfire Warlocks to put them up here like this to redirect the Demigryphs away from the combat. So awesome planning there. On top of their turn, he pops out of the building, not wishing to garrison the Watchtower. At this point, I'm not sure what our opponents were thinking. I think that they were kind of losing hope, because the Iron Gut grind against the 2 steam tanks was actually much harder than they anticipated, and the Iron Guts are putting a world of hurt on the steam tanks far more quickly than the steam tanks are grinding out those ogres. So in a last desperate ditch effort, trying to take out this Thunder Tusk Iron Blaster, because it's wreaking havoc on their knights. So smooth on them. We have 2 more Dark Riders going down, and the Demigryphs do charge the Doomfire Warlocks. Awesome. And this is now back to top of Dark Elves and Ogres' turn. I do make a charge from the rallied knights, and they decide to hold. And these guys turn around. Dark Riders move up here like this to get out of their line of sight. I'm hoping with this only being 4 knights left, sure, a warrior priest and a BSB and 2 knights, I could plow through them and overrun far enough to be out of the arc, and then face down these 2 cannons. We have Doomfire Warlocks after all the impact hits from the chickens pecking the eyes out of the Warlocks. I managed to kill, I think, 1 Demigryph. But here's a look at the Cold Ones charging into their front face of the Inner Circle Knights. And yeah, just one by one, they're dying before they can even go. Then we had a new fellow who wanted to test out my camera and test out the lighting. And my Warlocks seemed like a cool unit to take a photo of. So there they are. And there they are in a better lighting. And there I am overrunning the Inner Circle Knights. Now from this angle, it actually looks like I might be inside of their charge arc. So this is not very good. And we have a look. We kill 1 steam tank. The Iron Guts do, with their great weapons, even striking last, put a world of hurt. Even though the steam tanks had their movement grinds and going on, we did some really good hurt over here. Oh, and something I totally forgot to mention, because our tables tend to get cluttered up with beer bottles and cans and dice and all kinds of things. But the far flanking Saber Tusk, there was an additional cannon over here in the back corner, which didn't play a whole lot, but the Saber Tusk was able to take it out, run off the table, come back on, and now the face down this archer detachment with the wizard in it. This combat's still going on, and faring well for the Empire, so smooth move for the Empire. Kudos to them. Here's a blurry picture of the combat, and yes, after combat, the Iron Guts do pop the last steam tank, reform. This is the big thing. We're facing down both the Watchtower and these guys to get a nice flank charge. Fantastic. Here's the 1 Demi I told you the Warlocks were managed to kill. Fantastic. And then here's a better look of that line. So you can see that it's pretty clear that they're out, but not by much. We actually bumped this unit, so we don't really know for sure. But at this point, the game was pretty much a one-sided victory for the Dark Elves and the Ogres. But It's not over yet. The Inner Circle Knights make a valiant charge. They did it last game where they broke the horde of Iron Guts. However, they charged them in a flank and in a forest, so those terms are not the same for this round. And we have the Inner Circle Knights charging in. Fantastic. And the Ogres put a world of hurt on them. Dark Riders shoot some skirmishers, kill one off. Overrun charge into the cannon. Fantastic. And we charge into the other cannon. And that is the game, my friends. So all the Empire really had left. These units are dead. That cannon's dead. It's just these demigryphs. His BSB, a wizard in here, I think was also popped, and some sword and board guys. Detachment with another wizard. Everything else was taken off. So this is a humongous win for the Ogres and the Dark Elves. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll keep you updated with our new campaign that's coming that we're going to play in our club. Most of the updates are going to be coming through Matt Reeson's channel. So if you haven't subscribed to him, do check him out. He does post all the campaigns. It does take a while for campaign updates to be posted on YouTube and videos processed, because he does have a lot of videos that he needs to get uploaded and put on the internet. But I will take pictures for the first game since Matt will not be there. So that's the battle report. Thanks for watching, guys.